Picture this, you are soaring high above the Pacific Ocean and suddenly an entire continent reveals itself beneath you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Australia. As the golden sun kisses the endless coastline and the deep blue waters shimmer like scattered diamonds, you begin to understand why this remarkable land stands in a class entirely its own. Australia is not merely a country, it is a continent, a civilization, and a coastal paradise, all wrapped into one breathtaking destination. Stretching across millions of square kilometers, this extraordinary land sits proudly as the diamond of the Pacific Ocean, a title it has earned through sheer natural magnificence. And here, along these sun-drenched shores, you will find the true heartbeat of Australian life. Beautiful women embracing the coastal breeze, living freely, and radiating that unmistakable Australian spirit that draws the entire world closer. Our journey begins now. From the open ocean, we now glide into one of the most breathtaking harbors on the planet. Sydney Harbour stretches before us like a living postcard where two of the world's most recognizable structures stand proud against a brilliant blue sky. The Sydney Opera House with its magnificent sail-like shells rises from Bennelong Point in extraordinary 4K detail, every curve a masterpiece of human imagination. Beside it, the Sydney Harbour Bridge arches powerfully across the water, connecting two worlds in one graceful sweep. Along the promenade, the energy is electric and effortlessly beautiful. Elegant Australian women stroll the waterfront, their laughter carried on the warm harbour breeze. Some pause at harbourside cafes, cradling morning coffees while gazing across shimmering waters. Others simply stand still, drinking in that world-famous skyline that has stolen the hearts of millions. Sydney does not just welcome you, it completely captivates you. From the harbour's edge, we ride the coastal breeze southward to the legendary Bondi Beach, where golden sands stretch endlessly beneath a brilliant Australian sky. This is more than just a beach. It is a way of life, a heartbeat of Australian culture that pulses with energy, freedom, and sun-soaked joy. Watch as graceful surfers glide effortlessly across crystal-clear waves, reading the ocean like a second language. Beautiful Australian women paddle out into the sparkling blue, riding swells with confidence and pure natural grace. On the shore, the golden sand becomes a canvas of color, laughter, and relaxed coastal living. Bondi is where morning yoga meets afternoon surf sessions, where the smell of salt air mingles with fresh coffee from beachside cafes. Here, time slows down beautifully. The ocean does not just border Australian life, it defines it completely. Leaving the coast behind, we journey deep into the red heart of Australia, where the land itself tells stories older than time. Rising dramatically from the flat desert plains of the Northern Territory, Uluru stands as one of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders on Earth. This massive sandstone monolith stretches nearly 3.6 kilometers long and rises over 348 meters above the surrounding desert floor. Watch as the ancient rock transforms under the shifting desert sun, glowing in breathtaking shades of deep crimson, burnt orange, and rich amber. But Uluru is far more than a geological marvel. For the Anangu people, the traditional Aboriginal custodians of this sacred land, Uluru holds profound spiritual significance, stretching back over 60,000 years. Every crack, cave, and waterhole carries sacred stories called Chikirpa, the ancient law connecting people to their ancestors. Here, Australia's natural beauty and ancient heritage become one. Beneath the shimmering surface of the Coral Sea lies one of Earth's most extraordinary treasures, the Great Barrier Reef. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers along Queensland's coastline, this magnificent underwater world is the largest coral reef system on our planet, visible even from outer space. As we plunge beneath the crystal-clear turquoise waters, an explosion of color and life unfolds before our eyes. Thousands of coral species create breathtaking formations in every shade imaginable, from vivid purples to brilliant oranges. Sea turtles glide gracefully through the water, while schools of tropical fish dart between coral gardens in a mesmerizing underwater ballet. Beautiful Australian women snorkel and dive through this living masterpiece, floating weightlessly alongside manta rays and reef sharks. Every moment beneath these waters feels like swimming through a dream, a paradise that reminds us why protecting our natural world matters deeply. From the ocean depths, we now rise into the ancient embrace of Queensland's Daintree rainforest, one of the oldest tropical rainforests on Earth, stretching back over 180 million years. Here, time moves differently. The air is thick with life, every breath carrying the rich scent of moss, earth, and rain. Towering trees weave a dense emerald canopy overhead, filtering golden light into cathedral-like beams that touch the forest floor. This extraordinary ecosystem shelters thousands of plant and animal species found nowhere else on our planet. Cassowaries move silently through the undergrowth, tree frogs cling to ancient ferns, and butterflies drift like living jewels through shafts of sunlight. Beautiful Australian women walk these timeless forest trails, pausing to listen, to observe, to simply breathe within this magical landscape. In the Daintree, nature does not whisper. She speaks in full, magnificent voice. From ancient rainforests, we now arrive in the beating heart of Australian urban culture, Melbourne. Known as Australia's cultural capital, this cosmopolitan city pulses with an energy unlike anywhere else on the continent. In stunning 4K urban cinematography, the famous laneways of Melbourne come alive, adorned with breathtaking street art that transforms every corner into an open-air gallery. Beautiful Australian women move gracefully through Hosier Lane and AC/DC Lane, their fashion-forward styles perfectly complementing the artistic surroundings. Melbourne's world-class restaurant scene tantalizes every sense, offering cuisine from every corner of the globe. The city's legendary coffee culture draws locals and visitors alike to intimate espresso bars tucked within charming alleyways. Stylish Australian women gather at rooftop bars and boutique fashion districts, embodying Melbourne's sophisticated yet creative spirit. This remarkable city proves that Australia's beauty extends far beyond its natural landscapes, thriving brilliantly within its urban soul. From Melbourne's vibrant streets, our journey sweeps westward to one of Australia's most surreal and breathtaking destinations. Welcome to Western Australia, where nature sculpts the extraordinary. Rising dramatically from golden desert sands, the Pinnacles Desert presents a landscape unlike anything else on Earth. Thousands of ancient limestone formations pierce the surface, creating an otherworldly terrain that feels almost alien beneath the vast Australian sky. Beautiful Australian women wander through these magnificent stone sentinels, their silhouettes framed against the warm amber horizon in stunning 4K clarity. Then the landscape transforms completely as we reach Coral Bay, where impossibly turquoise waters meet pristine white shores. This remote coastal paradise shelters an extraordinary marine ecosystem teeming with vibrant sea life and breathtaking coral gardens. Beautiful Australian women snorkel through crystal clear waters, discovering the hidden wonders beneath the surface. Western Australia reveals itself as a land of magnificent contrasts, raw, remote, and absolutely unforgettable. Drifting south across the Bass Strait, we arrive at Tasmania, Australia's extraordinary island state, a land where wilderness reigns supreme and nature exists in its most untouched, primal form. Rising dramatically from ancient Earth, Cradle Mountain stands as Tasmania's crown jewel. Its rugged dolomite peaks pierce the clouds, reflected perfectly in the mirror-still waters of Dove Lake below. In stunning 4K clarity, every ancient rock face, every rippling shoreline tells a story millions of years in the making. Dense forests of towering eucalyptus and prehistoric Myrtle Beach create cathedral-like canopies overhead. Here, beautiful Australian women venture along winding wilderness trails, breathing air so pure it feels like nature's greatest gift. Tasmania's wildlife is equally extraordinary. Gentle wombats graze peacefully through meadows, while the legendary Tasmanian devil, fierce and fascinating, roams these ancient forests. This untouched paradise is truly Australia's most breathtaking secret. From Tasmania's wild beauty, we arrive at the beating heart of modern Australia, a nation woven together by cultures from every corner of the world. Walk through Melbourne's Queen Victoria Market, where the aromas of spices, fresh produce, and international cuisines fill the air with pure joy. Sydney's Lunar New Year celebrations light up the streets in brilliant color, while Brisbane's multicultural festivals bring communities together in joyful harmony. In Perth, vibrant food halls serve everything from Vietnamese pho to Lebanese mezze, reflecting Australia's extraordinary cultural tapestry. These cities pulse with energy, creativity, and warmth. Beautiful Australian women from diverse backgrounds, Aboriginal, Asian, European, African, and beyond, represent the true modern face of this remarkable nation. They laugh, connect, and celebrate together across colorful markets and community gatherings. This is Australia's greatest treasure, not just its landscapes, but its people, united in diversity, radiating an unmistakable warmth that welcomes the entire world. And so, our journey across this extraordinary continent comes full circle, from the shimmering waters of Sydney Harbour to the sacred silence of Uluru, from the electric depths of the Great Barrier Reef to the ancient whispers of the Daintree rainforest. From Melbourne's vibrant laneways to Tasmania's untouched wilderness, Australia is not simply a destination, it is a feeling that lives within you long after you leave its shores. This is the diamond of the Pacific Ocean, a land where ancient culture meets modern brilliance, where golden beaches stretch endlessly beneath boundless skies, where every landscape tells a story millions of years in the making. Australia does not just invite you to visit, it calls you to belong, to breathe its air, walk its red earth, and feel its ocean on your skin. The diamond is waiting. Will you answer its call?